Then said, yeah, I'll really. I mean, she's saying that now while it's over.
A little bird feeder right here. It goes all the way back there too.
I take it about 4 to 5 times a day. So if he doesn't come join me for the presentation and you want to watch us that way, if you want to engage with Bugsy, again, I recommend going over to those windows so you can get nice and close and get pretty cool selfies from time to time with him. Oh my goodness, hi. Always looking for his mate. Unfortunately, with the state of avian influenza being what it is in this country, it is impossible for us to get a pelican across state lines right now. When we do get her, her name, of course, will be Virginia, named for Virginia Hill. So Virginia Hill was Bugsy Siegel's girlfriend back in the 40s. The story goes that she had red hair, long legs, and rosy cheeks, and because of all of this, Bugsy used to call her his Flamingo. So Bugsy, oh my goodness. So Bugsy the pelican's mate will always be named Virginia for that reason. We do have, in addition to Bugsy, a variety of duck species from all around the world. And I'm looking right now, and I see some cousins. So these two are both male mandarins, right? Mandarin ducks, native to parts of Asia. And then this is a female right here. So this is Bonnie, Clyde, and this is Rocky right over here. And then over on this side, we have one of our male wood ducks. They are the North American cousin of the mandarin. Both wood ducks and mandarins are some of the most beautiful ducks in the world. Here, Rocky. You can see the difference here, right? So Rocky still has what we call his nuptial plumage because they are just coming out of mating season, these guys are, right? So Rocky still has his bright colored feathers. He's still ready. These are going to be more muted. He's going to look more like Bonnie, right? For the months where we're not mating. And then, you know, when mating season comes around, he'll look like Rocky. In addition to the mandarins and the wood ducks, I see some of these little ducks over here. These are ringtails. Ringtails are some of the smallest ducks in the world. They're native to parts of South America. If it sounds like a cat in distress, it's not a cat. It is the female of this species here, the ringtail. That is the call that they make. I'm slightly embarrassed to say that when I first started working here, I was looking for a cat for quite a while before I realized it was this little girl, right, when she swam by me. It was not a call. This is so cute. This little reddish duck, this is a male cinnamon teal. Cinnamon teal is native to North America. He also lives here with everybody else, but the ones who don't are going to be these big ducks. Nothing to prevent anybody from flying in for a visit. General habitat rules are going to dictate that if you fly in and you're friendly, we'll happily share our space with you. We might even set up feeders for you, and you can stay as long as you like. Hello, Miss Nala. This is Nala, and then Cinder is right here. These are some of our white-faced tree ducks. Some of the friendliest ducks in the world, as you can tell, right? They're right up on me. You guys don't like worms. I can't help you. That's all I have. Sorry. They did just eat, but a duck's metabolism is only going to be about a half an hour or so they're constantly like dogs banging at a dinner table, right? It's so bad, I will feed them when I'm done. You guys are very cute. White-faced tree ducks are native to parts of Africa. If you take a walk around, you'll notice that every continent except Antarctica is represented here in habitat. But what I was saying, everybody gets to fly in, right? So these big ducks that are here, these are mallards. If you know about ducks, you know that mallards are the bullies of the duck world, right? Mallards don't even get along with mallards. The only ones they remotely get along with from time to time are geese, to let you know how friendly they are not, right? It's the reason why I only have worms here, because I can easily spot feed our ducks without giving the mallards a reason to stay, right? You'll notice when I do feed the ducks and I give them their waterfowl kibble, I'm going to have a net in my hand. And the reason for that is that the mallards are going to avoid that because they think I'm trying to catch them, right? My ducks see me with the net all day, every day. Not a big deal for them. They'll swim right on by. So it lets them eat without being harassed by mallards. The loving term for the mallards here in the habitat is freeloader, right? There are other types of freeloaders here that are much more friendly, as I'm sure you've noticed, and much more vocal, too. Hello. Okay. So we have a variety of sparrows that like to follow me around all day. Look, say if you want to feel like a Disney princess, wear my uniform, carry the buckets, and the birds will just follow you all day long, right? And then there are grackles, as I'm sure we all hear, right? So, grackles in North America, just your average parking lot birds. We see them all the time. The species here in southern Nevada is going to be the great-tailed grackle. It's the name for this beautiful long tail in these birds. The males are going to be the blackbirds right here, and the females are more of a brown. This little girl over here, being very, very noisy this morning, is a fledgling. You can always tell the fledglings from the rest because they always look like they had a rough night in the club, right? Their feathers haven't quite settled yet. They're also going to be very, very noisy because they want someone to feed them. But they're not really going to go for worms on their own. They're hopefully, usually, this guy's pretty good at helping. But we'll see if it works today. We love our grackle friends. They're responsible for 90% of the noises you're going to hear in the habitat. They are very talented. They are so inclined. Quite a talented bunch of birds. Oh my goodness. You get a feeder? Thank you. We do love our grackles because if ever there is a threat in the form of a bird of prey, not that it's really going to happen, right? Because we're in the middle of the Las Vegas Strip. Same morning call at the same time, alerting everybody below of a potential threat, allowing us to keep everyone nice and safe. So the grackles are kind of like our own built-in bird alarm system here in the habitat. It's pretty cool. And then that's commonly found in the habitat. I saw one on my walk up here. I'm sure I'll see more throughout the day, and you will too. Those are on the direct migration path to Mexico. So we do get everyone through the habitat from time to time. If you want to see hummingbirds today, the best places to watch for them are going to be our feeders. There are 4 feeders to hang out at, right? One right over here got us. Oh, I don't train them, I swear, but one did just fly up for a split second. Hopefully it comes back. So feeder right over here. Another one in Bugsy's window, and then 2 more on either side of the big bridge that way. If it gets sunnier and sunnier out, my recommendation to you is to look for the feeder that's in the sun, and you'll be able to find some more hummingbirds that way. If not, I recommend watching along our windowsill, because these bomb hummingbirds have just laid their eggs and they have hungry babies, right? And they do need insects for that. Insect larvae, they like to lay on the windowsill, so the best place to do that is going to be off of our lower bridge. And I'll tell you how to get there in just a moment, if you want to see some hummingbird action today. But I can't stop telling you about all the birds that live here without talking about the most famous flock of all. Right behind you are flamingos. They are the most photographed Chilean flamingos in the world. And when you go over to look at them, the first thing you're going to notice is that they're not this color, right? Or even as pink as we think a flamingo would be. And there's a very good reason for that. So there are 6 species of flamingos in the world. Of the 6, 3 are going to be suited to a more tropical environment, and 3 are suited to a more temperate climate. Tropical flamingos tend to be the ones we think about when we think about flamingos, right? They're the ones that can get that really hot pig. They would also, don't let the humidity today fool you, they would not be happy, right? Temperature-wise, it gets way too hot for them in the summer, way too cold in the winter, and there's not enough humidity year-round for them to be happy. So we do have one of the more temperate species up on that island. As I mentioned, they are Chilean flamingos, and of the 6 species of flamingos, they are the palest of the bunch. So they're always going to be that light pink to a peach color. They're never going to get darker than that. Doesn't matter how many carotenoids are in the food that we give them, and that is one of the questions I get asked the most. Is, are you giving them the food that turns them blue, or enough of it? We are. They just don't naturally get that far, right? We would never do anything all for that. I was getting the words this morning too, right? And that's 100 grackles. Temperature-wise, the Chilean flamingos are going to be comfortable anywhere from -20 degrees Fahrenheit to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, making them pretty perfect for Las Vegas weather, right? It's never going to hit -20 here, thank goodness. I don't think I would be able to deal with that. But it does hit 120 here in the summer. It did last year for about a week, and I'm sure it will again this year. In all circumstances, those flamingos are just fine up on that island. The only one who's ever too hot or too cold up there is me, right? They're always just fine. We never pull them for temperature-related reasons for that purpose. Got it? Okay. My goodness. Ever been here to start flamingos before? You have always seen the same flamingos, right? We got our flamingos in 1995 when we founded the habitat, and they have lived here ever since. Hello. Top of the line for flamingo in captivity is in their 50s. So we kind of have like a little retirement community going on up there on the island, right? Lots of eating and napping happening. I did just finish up there giving them their breakfast. Breakfast is in those shallow bowls where you'll see them eating.
They got these flamingos in 1995. It's been the same one since, and they're around between 30 and 40 years old. Typical life for a flamingo in captivity is about 50 years. So these are all senior citizens. We're getting close to it. I do see 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.